Forest Woods Media presents modules on 20th Century Poets. Now listen to a 3-minute commentary on Rita Dove, former Poet Laureate of the United States. I'm Grace Cavalieri. Rita Dove has authored more than 20 books in English and German. She has published a novel, produced a major play, and numerous books of poetry. If critics look at the literary model of a balanced life, the thinking, feeling, sensual, and intuitive, this can be seen as a template for Rita Dove's writing. She writes from a strong social consciousness and knowledge of history and human conduct. Her early collections of poems are of family life and personal biography. In the Pulitzer Prize-winning book Thomas and Beulah, Rita Dove recreates the story of her own grandparents as the poetic text. Rita Dove said, "The most difficult issue was a moral one. Can I presume to take on a voice and say, 'This is they'?" Since her family did not ask to see a single poem, her mother's trust gave her confidence to proceed. The next challenge was to decide how much actual biography should be used in the poems. She said, "I began to invent early on, and once that barrier was gone, it was fine. I could go after the inner truth." This is where Dove achieves a highly intuitive tone through the lyric narrative. Her other poems range in themes from childhood, motherhood, women saints, historical and jazz figures, to popular culture, and also includes public art, such as the figure on the dome of the US Capitol. Rita Dove's social concerns are evident when she writes poems about civil rights hero Rosa Parks, or a novel about the Cultural Revolution of the 60s and 70s. In her novel, race relations in America unfold through the eyes of a young artist puppeteer. Her subjects represent the turmoil and tumultuous aspects of our lives. The prose moves back and forth across time without effort. In the play, The Darker Face of the Earth, she presents the Sophocles myth, Oedipus, to create a drama of slavery in pre-Civil War South on a Carolina plantation. Since theater is dependent on psychological action, Dove creates characters that spiral to develop dramatic structure. Rita Dove's writing is of an intellectual, emotional, and spiritual life. One line of hers, "Love sharpened in the service of myth," informs us of her journey. I'm Grace Cavalieri. 20th Century Poets is produced by Jack Tarashuk. Our engineer is Mike Turpin.